Hi, it's John Flynn from Copley Advertising, and Mobile Marketing wants to thank Google Ad Blocker. Thank you. Mobile Marketing and Google Ad Blocker. Yes, thanks Google. Why is that so good for mobile marketing? Well, we are in-app advertising. Yes. We are not Google advertising. We're very little and we just get our ads. So basically what happens is that the apps take your information when you do a terms of service agreement. They sell that information over to an SSP and third-party data. We buy the information from the SSPs. Then we put the program together and place the ads in the apps, not on Chrome. So, good for us. So if you have like embedded ads on your site, you're in trouble, you know. But we are mobile app only, so it's like, you know, that's just the way it goes. So, you know, it works out great for us. So as pitching for a mobile program, you know, we could pitch that we're not going to be affected by Google Ad Blocker. We are app driven. Apps are private little islands in the world. They all have their own policies, and as long as their term of service agreements are up to standards, and that's their lawyer's problem, then, you know, good for us. So, you know, it is interesting with everything that's going on right now. I mean, Facebook obviously is getting shelled. And part of it's Facebook's problem because Zuckerberg's not known for his PR capabilities, Mark. Mark has a habit of staying in his castle, getting annoyed by the peasants and at the door with torches. You know, Mark doesn't like that. Mark's not coming out to say sorry. No. He's Mark Zuckerberg. He changed. So, you know, they could handle this a little better. But, yeah, it's just interesting how, you know, it's all kind of catching up because it's like, you know, I mean, you know, there's so many companies scraping LinkedIn, you know, I mean, that is unbelievable. So it's like, you know, they think there's Facebook scrapers out there. You should go check LinkedIn. I mean, LinkedIn has like a humongous amount of, not that they don't sanction it, but they, you know, there's backdoors and stuff that I'm sure that people are using to scrape all the information off LinkedIn, you know, and using that for recruiting, you know, or other things. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm a mobile marketing company. But there are companies that do that. So, I mean, you know, it's a fine line. It's a problem. You know, is it a problem? Or it's like if you post your information on a public site with LinkedIn, is there some sort of like thinking that that's private? You know, the same thing with Facebook in a way. If you think about it, if, you know, you don't have to use Facebook. You know, there's no law saying you need to use Facebook. You know, it's like, you know, back in the day, you know, years ago, Facebook had, you know, more changes than they do now. You know, left column, right column, different text and fonts. And then I was always amazed when they did that. And then like there'd be this like horrendous amount of people who would like be upset that how could Facebook do that, you know, and move. Don't be on Facebook. Delete your account on Facebook. You've chosen to be on Facebook. Facebook's not like, you know, you're not even paying Facebook to be on Facebook, right? Facebook's free. So, you know, you put your pictures and personal information and you type, I mean, you're typing everything in there. You know, Facebook isn't like, you know, I mean, Facebook has a wonderful, you know, matching program and, you know, lookalike models and all that stuff. It's just the best. But, you know, who put all that data in? You did that. You did that, you know. They didn't like go in your house and like steal stuff. You typed all that in. So, you know, that, you know, you have no expectation of privacy when you put your stuff in Facebook. I mean, did you really think you had an expectation of privacy when you put your stuff on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or any of those things? Do you really? Did you really put about and you put like, you know, something embarrassing in there and, you know, you thought that by some, you know, means you had an expectation of privacy over that? No. That's silly. Like, who can argue that? I mean, you know, it would like, you know, they're treating it like somebody went to the government and like stole their stuff. No. No. They didn't. They didn't steal their stuff. You know, it wasn't like an IRS break-in. You know, it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You don't think there's false accounts on Instagram? You don't think marketing people have been doing that forever since it came out? You know, I mean, you know, I'm just, I just amazed how the points come down to Facebook, you know what I mean? And I think that's because, you know, it's so large, I think people get nervous, but, you know, Facebook didn't go out and get that data from you. You put that data in. You put that data in. You put that data in with a private company. So, I mean, that's traded on a stock exchange. That's a for-profit company. What you think was going to happen? You know, they're going to make money on it. They're making a lot of money on it. Their advertising platform's amazing. So, you know, they've just upped the prices. So it's like people like me can hardly use it. Now it's up to the corporations. How about all the corporations that are using it? You know, you're going to get mad at them? You know, they're the ones kind of using all the models and everything. You know, but I know it's the election stuff and all that stuff bothering people. But, you know, and this company was silly. This Cambridge company was, you know, just was reckless, you know, when they did things. They were just, you know, a little too crazy, got a little too crazy. And yes, I mean, it's you know, that's a little unnerving when somebody can get that information and target. But I mean, that's happening, you know, that's happening now, and it's happening, you know, I mean, you know, voters are consumers. I mean, you're going to market to them, you know. I mean, you're going to go to a certain, you know, really contested congressional district and test out which issues are really generate the best click-through rate or the best feedback from, and then you're going to pound those issues. It's simple. It's not rocket science. You know, that's what you're going to do. You know, and it's like selling Tide. So, but you know, I mean, it's the kind of thing that you know, I mean, it's like if you look at Facebook, then you got to start looking at Google, and you got to start Google. Google came out with a new term of service agreement like yesterday. I got an email. Oh, we changed everything. Yeah. Google's not getting in this. So that's the way it is. Ad blocker. I drifted, huh? Ad blocker. Great for in-app mobile marketing. John Flynn, Copley Advertising.